There are a lot of Christians, even on the streets, they call you, they approach you, they tell you, my friend, do you believe in God? And you say, no, 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 no. I don't believe in anything. You say, oh, there is a creator that have made you and have given you life everlasting. It is now for you to choose whether to believe it and take the life everlasting, or you continue in your evil way and be condemned. And then they begin to imagine, how is this condemnation going to happen? Is it not when people die, they just go, they're buried and they're gone. They become dust. Okay?
Yeah.
So, but it is the body that becomes dust. The soul never dies. The soul
is immortal.
is immortal. The soul has to go for judgment. So that is why you see, after death, judgment. Your body will lie there on the grave, but your soul goes to heaven or to hell. Okay, so you see this in the rich man who died and was buried.
Lazarus.
Okay, and his soul went to hell. And they imagine, okay, which means that I will not have any feelings. No, you will, because the part of you that feels is not this body.
Yeah, it's the soul itself.
It is the soul that feels. It is the soul that hears. It is the soul that speaks.
Yeah.
This is, people need to understand these things that we're saying, okay? Because they now don't understand the difference between the body and the soul. A human being, you have the body, the soul, and the spirit. Okay, the body, the soul, and the spirit.
Yeah.
So the spirit is the one that bears witness with God, the Spirit of God. So our spirit bears witness with the Spirit of God. So that is where the message of God gets into us.
It is inscribed on our hearts.
Okay.
Yeah.
That is through the Spirit of God. That is where most people now talk about the conscience and the rest of them. You mentioned it last time.
Yeah.
So that is the spirit. Okay. The soul is the decision maker. Is the one who feels. So the soul is in between the spirit and the body.
Yeah.
Okay. So the soul can be influenced by the body. That is the lust of the flesh and the rest of them.
Yep.
And then the soul may take decision based on the body.
Yeah.
Okay. So we now have a contention. There is the body, there is the spirit.
Yeah.
So those who walk according to the flesh will do what the flesh wants. But those who walk after the spirit will do according to the spirit.
Yeah.
There is a verse like that. Okay.
Yeah.
If you can find them for me.
It's in Romans.
Yeah.
Yeah.
While I talk about it. Because sometimes we read those scriptures, we don't understand what it's saying. We begin to think like, oh, it's about being poor or the rest of them. No, it's not about poverty. It's about listening to the dictations of the body and the dictations of the spirit.
Yep.
So your soul is there to take that decision to either walk carnally or to walk spiritually. And if you walk spiritually, you have advantage over the carnal mind. You have advantage over the physical world. Because what? The spirit controls the flesh. The spirit controls the physical nature. It is the spirit that quickeneth. The flesh profiteth nothing.
Yeah.
So you walk according to the spirit, you begin to see yourself being able to heal from certain things, or being able to prevent yourself from having certain sicknesses or diseases.
Yeah.
That is according to the spirit.
Yeah.
So did you find the place where it says so?
Yeah, Romans chapter 8 verse 5.
Romans 8 verse 5 from the scriptures.
So Romans chapter 8 verse 5.
Yep.
King James Version. Read.
Yes. So Romans 8 verse 5. Yeah.
For they that are after the flesh do mind the things of the flesh.
So look at it now. I told you now, you are the soul here in the middle, you are the decision maker. Okay? So and there is the body, the flesh, and there is the spirit.
Yeah.
Okay. So you're a component of these three. Now, the decision maker, that walk after what?
The flesh.
The flesh.
Do mind the things of the flesh.
So they do the things of the flesh.
Yeah.
So the flesh will say, oh, I want to smoke. I want to drink. You know, it is now you, the decision maker, to say yes or no. So there was a time I said all these things are supposed to be like your slave. The flesh listening to what you say to them.
Yeah.
So if you say yes,
then you are a slave to the flesh.
Okay, you are a slave to the flesh. So if the flesh tells you smoke, and immediately you are running to look for cigarettes.
Yeah.
It means now that you are now doing the things of the flesh.
Yeah.
Are you getting it? The flesh is telling you, look for a woman today.
Yeah, lust after
lust after a woman. And then you
find the nearest brothel.
Okay. So you become a slave to that.
The flesh, yeah.
You see that? So, but you're supposed to be the controller. You're supposed to be the champion. You're supposed to be the one who takes the decision, who makes the decision.
Yeah. And the only way to do that is to be a slave unto Christ and Christ alone. That's what St. Paul writes as well.
Okay. So now, we're not supposed to be slave to our wants, to our flesh, to the lust of the flesh.
Yeah.
Okay. Then you walk according to the flesh. And there is a condemnation for that if you walk according to the dictations of the flesh. So but they,
but they that are after the Spirit, the things of the Spirit.
Okay. So they that are after the Spirit will do the things of the Spirit.
Yeah.
So I told you now, our spirits pass information to the soul. Okay. It's now left for the soul to say yes.
Yeah.
Okay. If we listen to the Spirit, we are better.
Yes.
You are better. You listen to the Spirit, you do according to the things of the Spirit.
And if you heed the Spirit, you are reluctant to do the things of the flesh.
Okay.
You feel guilty to do the things of the flesh. And eventually don't want to do things of the flesh.
You see?
Yeah.
So, if you have this understanding, it is easier for you to know how to repent. That's why God is pushing us up here and there. Sometimes you see me focusing on something, I'm not like flowing according to how you may want us to flow, but this is God wanting us to pass across certain message.
Yeah.
Okay.
But if you keep to the needs and the will of the Spirit, you will get there.
Okay, so that is it. And there is understanding. Understanding plays an important role in this. So because now that I have this understanding that actually I can approve things before they happen, then I see myself at a different level now.
Yeah.
It means now that I'm the boss. So if the flesh is asking for certain things, I can decide to say, okay, yes or no. Okay? I say no, I say yes.
Yeah.
I say no, I say yes. So it makes me to be in control. Now, because where life comes from is the Spirit.
Yeah.
Where the peace comes from is the Spirit. It's from the Spirit.
Right.
Okay? Because most people are looking for peace. And they're doing a lot of things in the flesh. Thinking that by doing things in the flesh, satisfying the flesh, they will get peace. But they don't understand that when you try now to walk according to the flesh, what happens is that it now leads you gradually to death.
Yeah. And the peace you get is only temporal.
And it's temporary and it's leading to death.
Yeah.
Take for example one who has the urge